So in today's Warthunder video, I'm going to be looking at the update Firebirds and what is my favorite thing coming with this major update. And it's going to be the graphic settings. I think this is insane what Warthunder has done. Now, mind you, it is ray tracing, and ray tracing has a whole bag of worms coming with it. Mainly being around that you lose a ton of frames per second if you turn ray tracing on. And it's really only for high-end computers, which most people do not have, which is always going to be very sad that people won't be able to see the game in this sort of light. But from testing it, definitely the FPS drops. Like, for example, I run a 4070 Super. I'm able to get around like 250 FPS in a ground game when it comes to like just playing with the like graphics settings on movie and all of these settings basically maxed out. As soon as I turn on ray tracing, it goes down to maybe 80, maybe 60. And if it's like a high intense scenario, it can even drop down as low as 30 FPS. And that is with the ray tracing on maximum, which to me at least is the one that looks very nice. Now, to me, if you're going to like run ray tracing, I would only recommend it if you have a graphics card, which is probably like the 3080 would be the lowest one that I would say that you should probably ever try this on. If you're on still like the 20 series cards, definitely going to be a pass for it, because like I remember having a 2080 and even the very early games like Metro Exodus and all those guys which had ray tracing, it still run like crap. And with War Thunder the way it is right now, running like crap on even high-end computers, I don't really think those are actually going to be able to do it at all. But you'll have to see. Maybe Gaijin's able to optimize it a little bit better, and we can see some performance gains when it comes to using ray tracing. But overall, it's a really cool thing. I think it's really cool that we're seeing graphic increases to War Thunder, just because I've seen comments recently going over like the War Thunder looks like a 12-year-old game, and it looks like it needs a like graphical uplift. And ray tracing is one of the easiest ways to do it. But at the same time, it definitely does hinder the performance. Maybe at some point they can introduce frame generation. Well, you know, it won't really help the older cards like the 30s and the 20s, but the 40, like 60 or something like that with frame generation may be able to use this new ray tracing feature. But as of right now on the War Thunder dev server, frame generation is not there. So for the rest of this video, I'm probably not going to talk much. I might come in and butt into something and just say something's pretty interesting. But at the same time, we're going to be comparing some of the new graphics for War Thunder. I'm going to have at the top right, you'll be able to see when ray tracing is on and when ray tracing is off, so you're able to make a informed decision on if this is worth it. And maybe at some point you'd want to upgrade your whole entire computer for War Thunder just because it looks pretty. So let's get on to the comparisons.